Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into high stakes world of Formula 1 and specifically the Mercedes team's latest conundrum as they gear up for the Miami Grand Prix. Now if you have been following the F1 scene, you'll know that Mercedes has been dominating the sport for years, which is having a nightmare these days. With having the worst performance ever, this year they are struggling and management is not able to correct the besieged performance of the car. The car is performing bad in high speed corners, average in low speed corners, has purposing issues when floor is lowered. The car doesn't have a pace in it just like your crush. And in Japan, we came to know that it has tire graining issues with having the maximum graining on race day as compared to the rest of the teams on the grid. Although Lewis shined on sprint race in Shanghai International Circuit and it was all spoiled by him in setup changes for the race, he went a bit extreme for the race day, which made his car worse and undrivable, securing P9 by him and P6 by Russell. Mercedes are 99 points behind the second best car on the current grid. Mercedes have not won a race for over 18 months. This is said to be the worst ever performance in the history of Mercedes-Benz. So what's next? This is the time when patience is tested, and we know these are the times we learn the most from our mistakes. So what do you think? What will Toto do from here? Gone were the days when team used to party on the race weekends in their dominance era. Toto is not used to it at all. Toto's leadership will be tested here and we will see how the team bounces from this situation. Since team came under Toto's leadership, this is the first time they are struggling. This is a new thing for Toto. He has always seen his drivers on the podium on multiple times and now sees them in parc fermé. Post Chinese GP, Toto agreed to Lewis' comment and said that the car is not okay and upgrades will be brought to the upcoming Miami GP. Mercedes will introduce an important set of upgrades at the upcoming Miami GP, round 6 of the F1 season, which will be another sprint race weekend, and it is an opportunity to move forward with the W15. So let's discuss the aeromechanical interaction which is currently lacking and how this will help Mercedes to give tough competition to Aston's, McLaren's and Ferraris. The package will contain a new floor and side pouch designs to correct the airflow trend and stabilize aero map of W15. The corrections at the side pod area with a probable and necessary reshaping to gain a few more cubic centimeters in the undercut area. However, no update regarding new rear wing. This is one of the major upgrade packages and the first for the Mercedes. All these updates are aiming to correct the fundamental issues W15 is facing, and we hope that these upgrades team will be able to bounce back and we can see tough fight between the top 4 teams. The sprint format shakes up the traditional race weekend, compressing it into a shorter, more intense burst of action. And while this might sound thrilling for fans, it is presenting a real headache for teams like Mercedes. Why? Well, let's talk about stimulator and wind tunnel correlation. These tools are crucial for teams to fine-tune their cars, ensuring they perform at their peak on the race day. But for Mercedes, there has been some skepticism surrounding their correlation lately. With limited practice under the sprint format, bringing upgrades to the track becomes a risky gamble. Imagine fine-tuning your car's performance with little room for error. It's like walking a tightrope over a pit of uncertainty. So should Mercedes embrace the sprint format for Miami GP? It's a question that's driving opinion among fans and experts alike. On one hand, the excitement is undeniable. On the other, the risk looms large. Whatever they decide, one thing's for sure. The Miami GP is shaping up to be a nail-biter and we'll be here to break down all the action. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the conversation in the comments below.